As we move forward to writing up our findings and research, we might find that can become a very overwhelming experience, especially if we forget the importance of drafts and revisions as part of the writing process. The following notes were taken from Chapter 3 of Writing for Social Scientists. This chapter looks at the real process of writing, not the idea we all have that we must produce a perfect paper the first time we sit down.
Students have an ingrained feeling that we must get our work and papers right the first time. If we need coaching and rewriting to get it done right, then we feel as if we are cheating, or as if it isn't our own work.
Revising and editing happens to all scholars, and do not deem that one is incompetent or unprofessional in needing it.
Undergrads often feel as if there is one right answer, and it is your job to find that right answers and reproduce it.
Graduate students and professionals do not have one right answer, as they are working to discover it and be the one who writes it down for others to find and reproduce. But this is often found after lengthy exploration, not the first time around.
This feeling that there is a right way to write a paper often paralyzes the graduate student.
There is more than one right way to write a paper. It is not our job to find the one correct way, but to discover some of the many ways to write a paper.
A good way to start is to write the introduction last. How do you know what you are going to introduce if you haven't written it yet?
Put your last triumphant paragraph first, telling your readers where the argument is going and what information you will demonstrate. This will keep you from hiding your argument in non-committal prose.
It is okay to begin your writing with vague statements of what is to come, as it will get you started in the writing process. But when you are done, go back and rewrite those initial sentences stating what you are actually meaning instead of having a vague heading of what is to come.
A good way to start is to write your thoughts down, not seeing it as a draft, but as a list of notes that can be compared and organized. After the notes are written, organize them into an outline.
You could also put your ideas on note cards and then sort them into piles that seem to go together. You could turn this into a flow chart.
When you can't find the one right way to say something, talk about the reason why you can't.
So the bottom line is, there's no magic right way to write a paper as long as you keep a few basic things in mind. Revisions and drafts are an important part of the writing process and can only improve and clarify your ideas. There are many different ways to write a paper. You need to find the one that works for you, whether that be creating an outline to work from, or beginning with your conclusion and then laying out your argument to support that conclusion. Whatever method or perhaps combination of methods you choose, always remember to proofread and spell check. Happy writing!